Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. So first, I want to talk about Paige Bueckers being a projected number one draft pick because there was a WNBA draft lottery a few days ago to see which team was going to get a chance to get the number one pick. So Dallas ended up being the winner to get the number one pick. And then Sparks was number two, Chicago Sky number three, and then Washington Mystics number four. So I actually thought that the Sparks was gonna get the number one pick. I really did. And some people are saying, well, Paige Bueckers would fit better going to the Sparks. And I think that too. Like going to Dallas, could you see Paige Bueckers in Dallas? I mean, I don't know. And I just kind of wonder how she really feel. And as of right now, she's not going to really say anything. I think she's going to like keep her mouth closed for now regarding this. You know, I don't think she wants to make a big hassle out of it because I'm sure she's fully aware that she's going to end up going to Dallas as being the number one pick. And that's what she wants to be, the number one pick. Or would she stay in college so she could avoid going to Dallas? But that's the thing, like I feel like I would prefer she go to Los Angeles Sparks. That's just how I feel. I think she fits better with Rakia Cameron. Who else? Derica Hamby. I think she fits better with that group than Dallas to me. I just think she vibes more with them. I don't know if I can see her in Dallas. She may purposely like negotiate something to see if she want to go to the Sparks. I know there was a clip where someone was interviewing her and they asked her did she see the WNBA draft lottery. She claimed she didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure she's fully aware that Dallas is the number one pick. No doubt about it. We don't know if she's seen it. She could have just said that, but she probably did see it. But obviously she's aware that she may be going to Dallas. And she may not be too happy about it. And she's just not going to say it as of right now. And, Paige taking the fifth year is her saying, well, I just want to be the number one pick. Because last year, Caitlin Clark was the number one pick. She could have came out last year, but didn't want to come out because to me, I feel like she didn't want to be number two. She didn't want to be drafted number two. And that was the reason why she didn't come out. So she's basically saying, well, I should be number one, not Caitlin Clark. So she practically knew if she would have entered the draft class last year, she wouldn't have been number one. She would have been drafted number two. So she felt like, she should be drafted number one instead of Caitlin. That's why she decided to do the fifth year. Now, will she do a 6 year? Who knows? But, do a fifth year, but a 6 year, I feel like if she do a 6 year, she's probably running away, so she won't end up going to Dallas. But you just can't keep running. You can't stay at UConn forever. Like, you have to leave UConn sometime. And I think, personally, like, I understand if Dallas is not the team you want to be on, but you can still, like, make some type of negotiation to get on the Sparks. Like, just because Dallas gets the number one pick, that don't mean they're going to get the number one pick. Anything can happen. I mean, it's actually kind of early for them to even say Dallas getting the number one pick. They still have until April. Like, anything can happen in a few months. Within those months, actually. Like, right now, they did in November. Within the next few months or so, things change. We just never know. So I'm just hoping, if Paige gets on the Dallas, then she go to Dallas. Simple as that. It is what it is. I mean, I would love for her to go to the Sparks. And I would also love for her to go to the new team, Valkyries. That would have been a good thing too, to go to the Valkyries. They should have had the Valkyries the number one pick, but because it's a new team that's just coming in, they're not going to use that team as the number one pick. They're going to try to get other current players from other teams to go to the new team. But I kind of wish that she was able to go to that new team. I think that would have been good for her too. Either that or the Sparks. I mean, we'll see what happens as time go by. You know, so as far as AZ Fudd, I wonder if she's going to enter the WNBA draft. Like, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think she should enter the WNBA draft this year. I think she should use her 5th year because she's been injured. She hasn't been playing, but today they are currently playing. They have a game. She is back on the court, but I still think she needs to do another year. You know, for more playing time, to get her points back up, just to build her record back up again. I don't think she needs to go to the 2025 class. I don't think it's fair for her to be top 10 and she barely was playing games. But, you know, she's playing now. But what will happen down the line? Because AZ Fudd has a habit of being injured a lot. So we don't know what will happen. But I can see Paige coming out for the 2025 year. To be honest, like, I don't want her to go to Dallas, but I think she needs to just enter the draft. It is what it is. Just enter the draft. I mean, you're gonna play good either way. Whether you get drafted number 1, number 2, you're still gonna be well known. You're still gonna play. So that's basically what I want to say. And have you guys been watching the college games? I recently watched the South Carolina versus Clemson game. South Carolina, they're undefeated right now. I believe they're like 4-0, 5-0, or maybe 4-0 right now. They're undefeated, but I want to see them play UCLA. They need more competition because right now they're playing these easy teams and whooping their butt, which is good. But I do see a different vibe from South Carolina now that Camilla's not there, because Camilla was like their center where they just give her the ball and she score. Now they have to work even harder in the paint. That's what I noticed about them playing in those games. They have to work even harder. So, you know, you don't have your 6'7" anymore. So you have to learn how to play without your 6'7". And that's what they need. That's what they need. They don't need, you know, to win just to have a 6'7". I think it's good that Camilla is not there, even though she's in the WNBA. I mean, that's good, but sometimes you have to learn how to play without a 6'9" or a 6'7" there. If it's somebody just as tall or maybe a few inches shorter, fine. But sometimes you have to learn that, because when these girls go to the WNBA, they're not going to have a Camilla. So that's what they have to get used to, playing on teams that's not Camilla size. And that's what South Carolina need this year. They need to learn how to play without, you know, a gigantic size like Camilla. Like, you learn how to play with somebody like her size, but you also need to learn how to play without using somebody her height. You have to be versatile. And that's what the WNBA is looking for, versatility. That's what they're looking for. Like, you just have to be ready for the WNBA, because that's a tough league as it is. It's way different than college. Like, WNBA, you know, that's the pro. So you just have to be ready for that league. And then we have Unrivaled coming up. That's another league. Like, who's gonna watch Unrivaled? I mean, I'm gonna watch Unrivaled. I'm curious how this is gonna play out. And then I saw today that Caitlin Clark is not joining Unrivaled, which is the best decision. I think she did right. I was hoping she didn't join Unrivaled. I don't think she needs it. She's better off because it was just too much mess going on. You know, not with her in general, but with with the other WNBA players being jealous of her, finding excuses to push her and do all types of stuff. She don't need that on Unrivaled. You know, so Caitlin Clark need to just do her thing, practice on her own, get in the gym. I mean, Caitlin Clark's gonna be fine. She's still gonna be in the gym practicing and shooting. So let Unrivaled do what they want to do. Caitlin Clark made the right choice. But I'm still gonna watch Unrivaled. I'm gonna see how it play out in January. Seems like that's gonna be interesting to watch. And I'm just curious how the ratings gonna be because women's college basketball and men's college basketball, they're still gonna be on TV. People are watching them right now. And then you got the NBA, people watching the NBA. So it's so much going on in January. Then you got like the NCAA tournament coming in March. It's so much going on, so I just wonder how that's going to work with ratings. Because a lot of people watch women's college basketball, they watch college basketball, and the interesting time is like in March. Like the Final Four, that's going to be like the focus, the Final Four. And next year, 2025, the Final Four going to be in Tampa, which is interesting. So I'm just... it's just a lot of basketball that's that's happening. It's happening now, but it's just extra basketball that's gonna be on TV on January. With Unrivaled coming up. I don't wish nothing bad on the league. I think the league is good for the girls in a way. I just hope no one don't get injured along the way. But I think the league is good because it keeps the ladies in shape. It keeps them still keeping their game up and making sure they don't lose themselves as far as like how they're supposed to play or basically just losing themselves throughout the year. It just keeps them in shape. That's all basically what I'm saying. So I think Unrivaled is good. And then they have Athletes Unlimited. I believe that happens like in February, so that league may be coming back. But the league's been ongoing, like every maybe February or March. So we'll see what's going to happen with Athletes Unlimited. I mean, that's a good league as well. For the players, just stay in shape and, keep their game up. And it prepares them for the new season. So I think Unrivaled is good as far as preparing them for the WNBA season. And then the other girls get to play with other girls they never played before. They can team up with other players they never teamed with. And then they learn from one another. So I think Unrivaled is a good thing. Even if Caitlin Clark's not on there. But I think it's still a good thing to have in a way. It has its pros and cons to it. I don't wish nothing bad on Unrivaled. I hope it do work out. So, yeah, that's basically all I want to talk about. My concern is just hoping Paige Bueckers make the right decision. To be honest, I think she needs to just enter the draft next year. Like, because I feel like she didn't enter last year, this year, the 2024 draft class because she knew she wasn't going to be number one. That's how I feel. I think so. Because I think if she knew she was going to be number one, like say if they were pushing for her to be number one, she probably would have entered. But she pretty much knew they were going for Caitlin to be number one. That's why she didn't enter the draft class. So, I mean, maybe it was the best choice for her because she's playing a lot more because I know she was injured. So she probably just wanted to continue playing at the same time to try to give UConn a championship, which I doubt it because South Carolina may take it again. Who knows? Anything may happen. So as of right now, UConn undefeated. There's a few other teams that's undefeated for now. Just got to keep watching the game. But my favorite team is South Carolina. And I'm gonna be real. I hope South Carolina do win a championship. But if UConn win it, I'll be happy too, because I'm pretty sure Paige wants to win one for Gino. You know, while her being there, I think Paige wants a championship. So I wouldn't be upset if UConn take it, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that's what Paige wants, a championship. And that's all I pretty much have to say. Drop your comments below. You guys have a great night.